Marcus Whitney, and this is Create and Orchestrate.
So Jacob asked me to try a different format today, so here we are, we're in the office that's still being built out, and it's kind of noisy, so a lot of people aren't working out of the office today. I thought it was probably a good time to talk about one of the most important parts of this philosophy that we've been developing that we call Create and Orchestrate. That's about believing in yourself, working with other people, and making the world a better place through your creations. One of the most interesting points of leverage that I've found in trying to put this philosophy together is I can only create and orchestrate around things where I'm really strong myself or where my partners are really strong, right? So I always talk about that importance of having people who can take care of the areas where you're weak, but even still, you're not going to be the best in the world at everything. Knowledge is insufficient to really be great. You have to get to a point where things become instinct. And the only time that they become instinct is when you've been doing it over and over and over and over and over again. So that experience and that practice. While we're in this office, some people might look and feel like, oh, how could you work out at this place? It's so dingy, and you don't have the sound, muffled properly, and you don't have vents in the bathroom. But I've been working in really shitty office spaces for the last 10 years, and I'm super comfortable with it. You know what I mean? In fact, like the more kludgy the spaces, the more I can see an ability for me and my partners to create in it. And so I love it. I feel very, very at home in this. I feel very at home in the startup environment. I feel very at home where things are a mess and chaotic, and we don't understand the pricing. We don't understand how we're actually going to serve our customers, because that's the place where I feel that I can move by instinct. In that chaos is where I'm good. When everything is all tight and it's about process and office politics and all that crazy stuff, I'm no good there. I don't have any good instincts. That's why I can't work for corporations. But small groups of talented people who are kind of misfits and like to create and like to work together and like to work around the rules, break the rules, whatever, that's the perfect environment for me. When you're thinking about what Create and Orchestrate means for you, your ability to take your vision and bring it out into the world, think about what are the things that you've done long enough that they become instinctual, right? You know what I'm saying? It may not be the same as what it is for me, where it's startups and building offices and teams and cultures and products and services. It may not be that, right? Not everything that we're here to talk about is about business. A lot of it is about life and work. And whether or not you get a lot out of this show because you're an entrepreneur, or you're just trying to figure out how to create and orchestrate and make the world better through your vision and through your work, think about what is instinctual for you. Think about the things where you don't even have to think about it. You just do it naturally and you do it super well. I think that's important, and I think you need to play to that strength as often as possible if you want to be successful in your efforts to create and orchestrate.